All right, what's up, guys? My name is Mitchell Reese, and I am your Southern Utah / Cedar City realtor. And in today's video, it's going to be a pretty good one. We're going to be talking about the sister town to Cedar City, known as Enoch. A little bit smaller town, but touching Cedar, so it pretty much just feels like Cedar, just a little bit arm extended out there. But yeah, pretty similar place, a little bit smaller, but a really great place to live if you're considering moving to this sort of area but don't want it to be as busy as a place like Cedar. So to go back to what we started with, yes, I'm a realtor here in Cedar City and Southern Utah. If you're interested in moving, buying, selling, or relocating or investing in Southern Utah or Cedar City, make sure to give me a call or text, guys. And then we have so much content coming out on this channel, especially this summer. We're doing a ton of home tours, which are my favorite videos to put out for you guys. You keep showing up, I'll keep pumping it out. You keep commenting, liking, and subscribing. Like and subscribe, guys. And hit that bell notification so that you don't miss anything. Then it will keep on coming because I love providing it for you, and I love when you guys reach out to me when I get to build those new relationships with the people looking to call Cedar City or Southern Utah their home. So the people that have already reached out, thank you so much, and I'm thankful for your friendship. But let's get on with our video about Enoch, Utah. So yes, Enoch is a sister town to Cedar City. They're touching each other, it's like northwest of Cedar City, and it's a lot more of a farming area, kind of community, smaller town. Cedar City was definitely that before as well. But Cedar has been growing a little bit faster, but Enoch is also growing pretty fast. Probably because of Cedar City, and not only is it a smaller town, but people love to be there because it's less busy and you can still be close to places like Walmart, like your shopping areas to get your essentials. But you can live with a good amount of land, you can live with some privacy, or just go to a place that's growing pretty good, but still be close to your community. And so that's what makes Enoch a pretty good place to move, to call home. But there's a lot of other things that make it a pretty good place to settle down. So Enoch being close to Cedar City, but not quite the same. Cedar City and St. George, places like that, a lot of the homes that are being built are kind of tight together. You don't get a ton of yard space that much these days anymore. You can still find it, especially with me, of course, but it's harder to come by for sure. But Enoch, it's pretty much every lot, almost every lot that you're gonna get is gonna come with like half acre. It's like the average in Enoch. You're gonna get a lot of yard space, places to run around, have fun with your kids, places for your dogs, or even to have some animals like some cows or some pigs, whatever you're thinking. Has some pretty good soil too with those big lot homes. So Enoch is definitely growing, and it's not gonna feel like you're in the middle of nowhere, but it's not gonna feel like the busyness of Cedar to where it's just growing like crazy. It's gonna feel like a nice neighborhood, or you can move to a little bit more remote area, of course. But yeah, it's a perfect area for those that aren't wanting to be around the busyness. So yeah, it is growing, and there's a ton of homes that are always options for you, tons of homes for sale. And it shouldn't be too hard to find a really nice brand new home. And then of course, some of the homes that are gonna be a little bit more reasonably priced. So be on the lookout for those expanding neighborhoods, those new phases. There's one called Settlers Square, but by Alex Meisner, that is actually one of the bigger builders in Cedar City area, Alex Meisner. So keep an eye out for the expansion of Settlers Square. And then there's a ton of other neighborhoods as well where you can just have a good sized lot with your house, a really comfortable home, a nice neighborhood, a good community feel, to feel really close to your neighbors. and it's just a great place for that kind of settling down. So be on the lookout for that, and let's move on to what else is great about Enoch. So one thing you've got to love about smaller towns, even if they're growing a little bit, is that, you know, they don't feel like a crazy busy place. Everyone's just living their life, and you can still feel close as a community. It doesn't feel like it's too disturbed, you know. You feel like you're a part of the land area, the beautiful nature around, especially in Cedar, being close to, and Enoch being close to the Dixie National Forest, which I just went to see what it's all about, and the national parks that are near. It's really a nice untouched place to where it's a dark sky community, which is a community where they do what they can to keep light pollution as low as possible so that your stargazing is uninterrupted, is unbothered, is untainted. So you're gonna have lots of beautiful nights where you can just look up into the sky without that being covered by the light pollution. So it's going to be a great place for stargazing, for those beautiful nights with the moon. It's not going to be the only thing you can see in the sky. It's not going to be faded out either. It's just going to be a great place, like out in Wyoming or something, if you wanted to, for just looking up at the stars, being able to see all the constellations. That's what I really love some of the times, just going out and taking a look up at the heavens. Like, you can't believe what's all up there. And a lot of us really take that for granted because we live in these bigger cities where you can't hardly see 10 stars out there. And it's a lot different when I was a kid even. So Enoch is going to be the place where you can do that stargazing year round and make sure that that's not going to be interrupted, or there's not going to be any light pollution added to the sky. So Enoch is going to be a great place for something like that and for that small town feel. So one thing that's kind of sad that comes with growing up and the times moving on, those fields that you drive by that you'd play around in, ride your bikes in, go hunting in, a lot of them, especially up in the Salt Lake area where it is just exploding, it's out of control. Those fields that you loved growing up in, seeing and playing in all of your life, one day you drive by, one day you look over, and it's being developed for, you know, a mall or a new shopping center, and you know, that's just taken away from you. But Enoch is committed to preserving their open spaces, so there's going to be a ton of those areas where there's a lot of just empty land, public land, where you can go explore, go stalking for deer, and just playing around where it won't be interrupted. The city really takes pride in making sure that just doesn't disappear and taken from the people who love to go explore around there, love to just love the open views. And there's a ton of great nature and open views in this area, and it's something you're going to want to make sure is a part of your schedule even if you're just visiting. But make sure to visit Enoch and Cedar City, Utah. There are a ton of things when it comes to these areas that you can do, which I've talked about in other videos. Some big things like the Shakespeare Festival, or some of the car shows or the summer events that are going on, or Bryan Head, or the national parks. There are so many things to do. So make sure Enoch is one of your stops, or if you're looking to buy or sell in Enoch, make sure to give me a call or text once again, because I am a realtor in Southern Utah, in Cedar City. And make sure to like and subscribe on the channel so you can check out the new videos and hit the bell notification so you know when my content comes out, so you don't miss it. There's going to be a ton more content for you guys, especially the home tours, which I love doing. I can't wait to come out with even more content for you guys. Keep it posted on the channel. We'll see you on the next one.